Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies could certainly fit in with that, and we can imagine not all the way to 2050, but by 2020, that these could be very much stronger. So I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, capital B, the system of the ledger, the system of the blockchain that says, here's a smart way that this could get done. I'm a huge believer in that. I think it can really solve some interesting problems. Whether small b Bitcoin, the actual what gets mined, is going to be that solution, I think it's early to tell. I certainly hope it is.
Jay, let me follow up on one issue that you've pointed towards, and then we'll go to Chris, and then I don't even mind a conversation among the panel, and we'll take questions from the audience. But what about this? So the last point you just made, I think, is really interesting, which is this, for want of a better term, this business model, the what I called at the beginning, blockchain-based applications, is already being experimented with for, as I read in a recent article, Twitter-style social networks called Twister, encrypted email alternatives, BitMessage, unseizable domain name system called Namecoin. Sort of there's the use of these processes seems to be proliferating services, peer-to-peer encrypted services. Where do you see this going even in the near term? Most people have heard of Bitcoin but don't know much about it. No one's heard of any of these other things. But so where's the next application of this type of technological process?
And I really am figuring out what's the need, what's the mass need that this is going to handle. Mobile money, M-Pesa in Kenya, has made a huge difference because people don't need a wallet, they can use their phone. Here you had this technology that came in that has absolutely changed that society. Because now it was an underbanked society. Now they can use their mobile phones not just to get information, but to make payments. It's completely changed the society in incredible ways. I'm not quite sure what that need is that we're going to be using Bitcoins for. Yes, it can be anonymous or pseudonymous. I mean, right, you don't necessarily know that it's going to Bob and Rob and Jackie and Phil. You know it's going to this address and this address and this address and this address. But cash already fills that need. So, I mean, yes, it'll allow you to do that more easily over the network. But how many of us need to have pseudonymity when we're working over the internet? You can't get credit in Bitcoins. There aren't any derivatives for Bitcoins. You can't say what's the 90-day Bitcoin selling for today in ways that allows you to hedge. Maybe we can get there in 10 years, but we still have to find it's a cool thing. It's certainly a cool store of value, hugely volatile right now.